Nào, xem thử xem là có cái gì hot ở trong clip ma này nào. Jesus Christ, mỗi lần nghe tiếng này là tôi lại chấn thương tâm lý rồi. Tiếng Anh tạo tự động, có dịch tự động không? Để dịch tự động sang tiếng Việt luôn cho trái nào. Cho những người nào mà kiểu trong trường hợp muốn xem mà muốn có chữ, muốn có dịch thì có đấy.
Approximately one third.
What the fuck? Ôi. Khi bạn nhận ra rằng idol của bạn cũng xem sách, tôi khá chắc là hầu hết những ai nếu mà có giới tính bình, tức là có giới tính mà vấn đề về sức khỏe giới tính ổn định thì sẽ xem thôi, không có gì lạ cả. Tí nữa thì trượt. Almost got cancelled, yeah. Almost got cancelled, man. Jeez. Jeez. Kira không hề xem luôn tin không? Kira vẽ sách luôn Kira. Kira là người tạo ra sách chứ không phải là chỉ là người xem nữa. Chấp làm gì? Trông chừng. Đúng rồi, khi anh dùng từ không chuẩn nó lắm. Những người không phải thực ra tôi khác. Hình như asexual cũng hình như asexual cũng xem mà nhỉ? Có một số asexual cũng xem mà nhỉ? Đâu vì nó cái thể loại asexual nó còn một thể loại nữa là cái gì mà aromantic gì cơ mà. Kiểu có những người ta không quan tâm đến... Thôi chúng ta không nói về việc này, chúng ta xem clip ma đi. Trước khi mà tôi tự đào hố của tôi sâu hơn và tôi sẽ bị chửi cho không còn cái gì.
In the morning, a truck driver was driving down the road.
Đấy, có bạn asexual xem mà. Có những bạn asexual bạn ấy sex bình thường mà, đâu có cái gì đâu.
That many truckers try avoiding at all costs.
Asexual đây vẫn xem nhưng không có hứng thú trong việc làm, xem để nghiên cứu. Asexual vẫn coi, ok.
According to rumors, the road in question is believed to be cursed, as many drivers have either seen or been involved in an accident while commuting to their destination through this route. Now, it's not just accidents that often occur here, but also unexplainable sightings. There have been many reports from drivers who claim to have seen shadowy figures standing on the side of the road as they're waiting for someone to pick them up. It's around 1:30 in the morning, somewhere in Louisiana, when a truck driver spots something very peculiar.
Sao con ma nào ám mấy cái đường này nó đều gọi người đi nhờ xe ấy, chả lạ ghê. Nó có thể đứng ở đấy mà thay đấy, mày đừng có gọi người ta vào nữa, mày đứng ở đấy thôi được là đủ, người ta sợ vãi người ta rồi, xong cứ gọi đường người đi đường vào để đi lên xe đi nhờ, dị thật.
The road is on. Knowing the history of this place, he takes out his phone and begins to record. What he captures leaves him totally spooked.
Oh God. Đang đi qua quay cái zoom phát ghê ấy. Oh God, trông ghê quá. Cái tay kiểu gì vậy?
Someone or something appears to be squatting on the side of the road, doing who knows what before turning around to look at the driver. Aside from the fact that it's late at night in the middle of nowhere, the way in which they turn their head and wave at the camera seems quite unnatural. It's for this reason that some viewers believe that a skinwalker or a cryptid of some sort was caught on camera. Whether a ghost, cryptid, or person, no new information has been brought forth to clarify what exactly was captured.
Người đi bộ bằng da không ạ?
There's a mall in Peru that is well known for being one of the biggest plazas in the city of Pucallpa. A lot of kids come here as the plaza holds events primarily aimed at children. Even the mascot of this place is designed to appeal to a young audience, which is pretty evident by the numerous TV ads run by this mall. With so many kids running around the place, it's no surprise that accidents often happen here. But one accident in particular has left many people unsettled. In 2016, a young girl named Valentina Yamalith had been playing around at an instant photo booth where an exposed cable from the machine was touching a metal railing near the kiosk. Valentina grabbed onto the railing and was instantly electrocuted.
Oh God.
Unfortunately, due to the high voltage she received, Valentina was pronounced deceased only hours later. Understandably, Valentina's family had mourned and grieved for days on end. Fast forward to a few years later, and Valentina's story is no longer talked about. Or so it seems. As of recent, the same plaza where Valentina had passed away has been experiencing strange activity within its stores. It's late at night, after business hours, when a surveillance camera inside a store captures this.
Tôi ghét mấy cái mall buổi tối ghê nữa. Mấy cái đợt mà tôi hay đi xem CGV buổi tối ấy. Mặc dù khi tôi đi những cái chỗ như đấy giờ là đi xem phim, và khi đi ra đi cùng người khác, vì kiểu thế nào cũng có nguyên một rất là nhiều người đi cùng xem, đi xem cùng mình vào cái thời điểm đấy, và họ sẽ ra cùng mình ấy. Nhưng mà thề mấy cái mall về đêm nó kinh vãi cả ra ấy, nó ghê không thể nào chịu được ấy. Để xem tiếp. Ý? Ồ. Ê chị. Ủa, cái gì đấy? What the fuck? Sao nó nhanh đấy? Sao nó nhanh? Nhanh đi.
The video shows what looks to be a small child zooming back and forth at a speed beyond human capacity, as if seeing a child alone inside a store that is closed wasn't strange enough. It runs at a supernatural speed. Employees of the mall can't help but think that this may have been the ghost of Valentina, given the tragic history of this plaza. But you be the judge. Was the spirit of Valentina caught on camera, or had something else been captured?
Chạy nhanh dữ vậy.
It's late at night when the following happens. The person recording is alone at home when all of a sudden something bone-chilling is caught on camera. Now the person in question is known as Caitlin, and it was 2 years ago that she was involved in a terrible accident. On August 8th of 2020, Caitlin jumped off a rope swing at a very high altitude, causing her to break her neck after landing on a pile of rocks. This injury was so severe that she had to stay home for more than a few weeks until she recovered. But during her stay at home, Caitlin would encounter something that still haunts her to this day. No one else is home when this is captured.
Mà nhà đẹp ghê nha. Và nhà hơi cháy. Nhà trông minimal thì trông mê ấy. Trắng đen. Gì vậy? Hay là thôi, hay là không xuống. Hay là kệ ơi. Kệ. Oh my God. Oh God, nó đi lên. Oh no. Khóa cửa chưa? Khóa cửa chưa? Oh. Oh. Oh, khóa cửa rồi. Oh God. Oh God, mở. Oh God. Chưa khóa. Thật sự là chưa khóa luôn đấy à? Thật sự luôn đấy à? Oh.
Somehow, the two doors open on their own, seemingly at the same time. Feeling beyond spooked, Caitlin sits on her bed, paralyzed with fear. Soon after, the video comes to an end. But this wouldn't be the last of it, as only a few days later, this happens.
Tại sao lại không khóa cửa nhỉ? Vì thế phải khóa cửa đấy chứ bác. Tại sao còn mở cửa vậy? Hay là không mở cửa như thế? Hay là không mở cửa như thế? Hay là không mở cửa như thế? the fuck. Quay ra thấy cái gì? Quay ra thấy cái gì? Oh god. Gì vậy?
Just like before, the same door closes on its own, leading viewers to believe that the room itself is haunted. Since then, Caitlin hasn't talked about this or the previous incident. Given how frightened she seemed in both encounters, it might be best to forget about them. After all, this terrifying encounter still haunts her to this day.
What the fuck? Oh my god.
In this short video, a famous musician from Argentina had posted something pretty spooky that occurred at a friend's house. Jimena Barron was visiting a very close friend who she's known for over 5 years. Never has she ever encountered anything like this while being at her place. According to her, she was sitting outside in the backyard when suddenly she felt as though someone had grabbed her shoulder. She immediately gets up and turns around to see who it is, but strangely, no one is there. Now, although this incident doesn't seem that strange, it's the video itself that's by far the strangest. It wasn't until looking at the footage captured by the security camera outside that Jimena was left extremely terrified. If you zoom in on the video, you can see what appears to be a set of fingers touching Jimena's shoulder. It's hard to make out at first, but if you pause the video at the right time, you can see what looks like a row of distorted fingers. Now, what makes this even creepier is that Jimena stands up soon after the hand appears. Because of this, viewers believe that something had actually touched her. But, as always, what are your thoughts on this? Ghost or something else? You let me know. The following video comes from a man named Bobby who lives with his daughter inside a house where unusual activity has been happening recently. Bobby can't shake the feeling that something is haunting both him and his daughter. He's been documenting these strange occurrences ever since they started, but out of all occurrences, the following has left him the most unsettled. Bobby's in his living room when out of nowhere, strange noises come from his bedroom. He grabs his phone and records the following.
It's either in my room or Sky's room, but Sky's passed out right now. But it's crazy,
Sao con bé mặt nó trắng dã vậy? Có ổn không đây?
See, I'm telling you, I keep hearing weird shit. I think it's coming from my room.
No, hay là đốt nó đi, hay là bán đi, hay là vứt nó đi đi. Oh God, Jesus Christ.
What the sound is now?
Thế chịu. Cái tủ này thì chịu. Sao nhìn có búp bê mở cái tủ ra, con búp bê nào cũng như kiểu nhìn mặt mình đấy.
Oh, what the fuck was that, man? Yo, this. Fuck this.
The sound of footsteps is heard right behind him, as though someone had walked into the room. Spooked out by the noise, he proceeds to close the cabinet and walk out. For the next few months, Bobby would continue to post videos of strange happenings in his home, but it's the most recent video that has left him the most concern. He's alone at home when this is captured.
I know y'all hear the footsteps. I'm like shaking already. So early in the morning too.
Mới sáng lại có hai
See, I
búp
know
bê.
you hear them pacing in there.
Đang đi lại trong phòng. Oh shit. Sao mà dám đi ngủ? Nghe cái tiếng đi ở trong phòng nhưng khi mình không có trong phòng sao mà dám ngủ? Sao lại còn có cả cái gương ở trên cửa phòng kia? Oh God.
Nah, get out of here, man.
Ông ấy run, ông ấy thở, nghe tiếng thở ông ấy run. Tao không nghĩ cái này là giả đâu. Tay ông ấy run kìa, tay ông ấy run vãi luôn đấy. Tay
freaking out.
Mysteriously, the same room where the footsteps were heard opens up on its own. Like before, Bobby was spooked out of his mind, but it seems not as much as when the following incident had occurred. Bobby is once again alone at home when something unexplainable happens inside his daughter's room. This is what he captured.
It always gets crazy when I'm here by myself, or when my daughter's sleeping.
Nó chỉ thích trêu ông này thôi. Mà nó lại chỉ thích trêu ông này thôi. Bọn ma ở trên dao cái kiểu này, kiểu là bọn ma trên dao cái kiểu là, nó chỉ chọn một người duy nhất để nó dọa thôi. Rồi nó kiểu là làm gì cứ người bị điên. Lạ ghê.
Hello? See, there's her piano. Don't mind her room. She has so many damn toys. You gotta clean up like every day in here.
Oh God, cái gì đây?
Hello?
Cái gì đấy? Không có gì đâu. Không có gì đâu. Đây là chuẩn bị gì này?
But at least y'all caught that part. Yeah. No, I'm good. No, I'm good. Shut that. I'm telling you, every time I'm here by myself, man.
Có ma thích trêu này chỉ khiêu này ngồi mình.
See, look, her piano's still going off in there, man.
The toys inside his daughter's room mysteriously start going off by themselves. Now, not much else is known about Bobby's situation, but he continues to post these strange happenings on his channel. He hopes that someone will explain what's happening, as the activity in his house seems to be getting stranger and stranger. Now, the exact source of the following clip is unknown. It was reposted by someone who found the video somewhere. Even without a source, though, the footage is still terrifying on its own. It starts off with a group of men who are looking down a manhole. They swear that they either saw someone or something inside it. The man recording takes a closer look and sees this.
Cái gì vậy? Lỗ gì vậy bác? Thôi đừng có soi vào cái lỗ nữa. Jesus Christ.
Without warning, the head of someone or something pops into view under the open manhole. Its sudden appearance was enough to send the man running away. Like something straight out of a horror movie, the face seemingly disappears as the man steps back. Whatever this was remains a total mystery, but real or not, the unexpected appearance of this ghoulish face is the stuff of nightmares.
Tim của tôi chui xuống đít, cảm ơn rất nhiều.
If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video. This next video was taken inside a mansion that is well known for being extremely haunted. On July 30th of 2022, Sabrina and her husband Carl decide to take a tour of the Aston Hall mansion located in Birmingham, England. The place itself isn't just known for being haunted, but also for its immaculate architecture that many are taken aback when seeing it in person. But it seems that the real reason people come here isn't just to admire the beauty of this place, but to experience the hauntings that tourists have encountered. There's a room in this mansion that once belonged to a young woman named Mary Holt. The story goes that Mary's father had heard that she planned to run away and marry one of the servants who worked there. Upset that his daughter would do such a thing, he goes to her room and locks her inside. Years would pass, and Mary would still be locked up inside this room. It was after 16 years of being grounded that Mary passed away. It is said that she died of starvation, but also partly of a broken heart. Now, the story itself is quite tragic, But it seems that it wasn't tragic enough for Sabrina's husband, as according to her, he thought it would be funny to call out Mary after learning about her story.
No.
This is something Sabrina regrets, as she says that if it wasn't for her spouse calling out Mary, this chilling encounter wouldn't have happened. The two are climbing up the stairs to Mary's room when this is captured.
Mary.
Ai cũng sẽ thấy buồn cười cho đến khi ma nó thò ra
I
thật.
mean you no harm. We know you're in there. We've seen you. Where are you, Mary?
Oh God, Jesus Christ.
Mary?
Did you see it?
Mary?
Oh.
Mary? Are you still in there, Mary? You can come out now.
What? Ông muốn bị ma ám đến thế cả, what the fuck?
Hello?
Oh God, Jesus Christ.
Inside Mary's old room, a shadow-like figure darts across the chamber in a swift motion. The two stand in silence while breathing heavily in anticipation. It doesn't show itself again until moments later after being called out by Sabrina's husband, as though acknowledging the husband's summoning.
Rồi con ma sẽ làm gì
Now,
tôi?
something worth mentioning is that the couple doesn't enter the room to see what's inside. The reason for not doing so, according to them, is that the museum prohibits anyone from entering the room. As with any historical piece on display, this one is off limits to the public. To this day, Sabrina and her husband have no idea as to who or even what was caught on camera.
Tự dân như dân Việt Nam mình là có thờ có thiêng kiêng có lành là tốt nhất.
A family who lives in England has been capturing video evidence of strange happenings inside their home. Ever since 1997, the family has been seeing things that they can't seem to explain. More often than not, they would hear strange noises coming out of nowhere and even see things move on their own. To the family, it seems that with every unusual occurrence that happens, the activity intensifies. Now, although they live in a constant state of fear, they still try their best to live comfortably in their own home. On one occasion, the family makes time to chat with one another and a friend of theirs who is visiting them. The father records the occasion on his phone, as moments like this rarely happen. All is going well, when suddenly, this happens.
He always pushes it through when I'm sitting on the seat. So annoying.
Why are you moving closer and closer towards me and almost in my lap, brother?
Rồi xong, quay lại là xong rồi. Gì thôi. Wholesome family moment.
Why you moved out in the first place?
Until it wasn't. Sao bà kia bà ngồi đúng cái chỗ? Cái bà kia bà ngồi có thể né cái chỗ kệ kia ra được không? Kệ nó đổ xuống bây giờ.
You go.
I'm alright. I'm so hungry together.
Yeah, get together. Yeah. It always happens on Julian.
I just don't even like.
Pointed up the stairs.
Oh my. No. Oh my leg. Oh.
Vẫn cười ghê. Vẫn vui ghê.
As if things inside their home have finally settled, this happens. The sound of heavy footsteps walking about is heard above them. Seeming slightly unfazed, as they've seen stranger things before, they laugh about it and proceed to check on the source. But after standing momentarily at the base of the stairs, an unseen presence runs down at full speed. Whoa. This may just be the scariest encounter they've ever had. But until more videos are posted, it seems that this one will stand out from any other creepy occurrence they experience. When it comes to videos of baby monitors that capture something paranormal on camera, they usually tend to be creepy. But this next video may just be a lot more wholesome.
lành mạnh hơn đó, cái gì đấy. Video này có vẻ wholesome hơn. Từ từ đã, what? Sao video về ma mà lại wholesome được, what?
Than scary. Whitney Allen is the mother of 2 children whose father tragically passed away in 2022 after suffering a brain injury caused by a bee sting.
Oh no.
Apparently, Whitney's husband was severely allergic to bees. The bee sting he received was enough to send his body into cardiac arrest and affect his brain. After months of being in hospice care, he sadly passed away. To Whitney.
Chỉ vì một con ong. Cái cơ thể con người nó được một cả tỷ năm và có thể chết bởi một con ong nếu mà điều kiện cho phép. Sợ sự đi.
The passing of her husband was extremely agonizing, but for him to pass away only 3 months later after the birth of their second child was painfully devastating. The fact that he wasn't able to stay for long to see their child grow up was unbearable to think about. Now, even though she feels that her husband wasn't able to meet their baby in a meaningful way on Earth, she believes that he was able to do so from the beyond.
Mà hình như ông này trông kiểu khỏe chứ. Nhìn là người to khỏe, trông như kiểu bộ đội ấy. Khổ ghê.
Late one evening, Whitney is looking over at the baby monitor when she sees a mysterious light on her child's head. At first, she thought this light was just a reflection on the screen, but when her child changed position on the bed, the light was still there. She couldn't help but think that this orb was actually her husband, as it seemed to be patting and stroking the baby's head.
Aww. Khổ. Khổ bé tí không biết gì, biết mất bố. Khổ thật sự luôn.
After months of experiencing total agony, seeing this had brought Whitney a sense of peace. Even though her husband had passed away, she takes comfort in the thought that somehow he's still here.
Nghe kinh nhỉ?
As with most videos, feel free to let me know your thoughts on this one.
Kinh dị sự. Kiểu một hôm nó quyết định dừng hoạt động quá là coi như là người cũng tú.
Thanks for watching, and I hope you...
Lại con búp bê này nó quay lại rồi câu này. Ôi không, nó quay lại rồi. Con búp bê này nó quay lại rồi. Cái 74 này là cái gì vậy? Sao cái 74 là cái tôi xem chưa mà sao trông kinh vậy?